Hey guys, what's up? My name is Orlando, and today I am back in Super Mario Galaxy for the Nintendo Switch. And I know you're gonna say, why are you back in Super Mario Galaxy? Did you already beat this as Mario and Luigi? But I'm gonna listen to Rosalina's story that I want to do, and this one is sparkling. Anyways, let's just do this. Alright, time to go inside. And here's the story. Oh. Oh. Okay, there's Rosalina and the Lumas. Okay, she already said it. I don't need to say it. Chapter 1, the silos do... Oh, did not mean to. Our story begins... Hey, stop! No! No, stop! No, 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 no! Give me a sec. Okay, guys, I got it. So sorry about that. Anyways, the Chapter 1, the Sayote Do, or I don't know how you spell it, sorry. Anyways. Our story begins a very, very long time ago with a young girl. One day, this girl spotted a rusted spaceship holding a small star child. "What's your name? Are you lost?" the girl asked the star child. "I'm Luma, and I'm waiting for Mama. She's coming for me on a comet," said the star child, who had been waiting day and night. "Don't worry, I'll wait with you," the little girl promised Luma. A nightfall, the little girl borrowed her father's telescope and peered into the sky. She looked and looked, but she saw nothing. Hours turned into days, and then years, but still the sky revealed nothing. Finally, the little girl sighed and said to Luma, "If we stay here looking much longer, I'll be an old lady soon." But then she had an idea. "Why don't we go out there and find your mother ourselves?" Wait, I just want to check. Okay. Anyways. The girl and Luma fixed up the rusty spaceship, and then the two set sail into the starry sky, and this is how the search for the Sentilla's mother began. Or Isokin's mother, right? Sorry. Okay. Chapter 2, Starbits. Days pass with no sight of the comet or even a single planet. Instead, asteroids extended for as far as the eye could see. If I had known it was going to take this long, I would have packed more jam, said the little girl above the rumble of her belly. Before they left, she packed all the accessories, I can't even spell it right, sorry. Telescope, butterfly net, stuffed bunny, bread, milk, jam, and art-topped flavored tea, but I can't tell you other words about this, sorry. I forgot to bring water. At this, Luma burst into gallus of the laughter, and the girl began to pout. Alright, sorry. As long as I have starbits, I'll be fine, said Luma. Want some? The little girl cannot stay mad after hearing this. Luma continued to laugh, and the girl could not help but join in. Alright, maybe a nibble. Running far out of the ship, the pair began to collect starbits with the girl's net. There, they almost fell out a few times, but they kept on collecting. Oh, sorry. Sorry, that's just my elbow. On collecting. Okay. The starbits tasted like honey. Chapter 3, The Comet. A beam of light proceeded through the ship's window. Thinking it was the morning sun, the girl peered through the window. I can't spell the other word. Only to find a Trisco's blue comet shimmering at her. So I can't spell the other word right. The little girl shook the sleeping Luma awake and shouted excitedly, "We have to get to that comet." The pair descended on the comet and found that it was made of ice. They looked high and low, but Luma's mother was nowhere to be found. Exhausted, the little girl sat down with a flop, utterly unable to take another step. Look. Peering down at the ice grounds, where Luma was pointing, the girl suddenly noticed cluster of starbits increase in the ice. Pretty good, huh? Fighting starbits is my specialty, said Luma, beaming. There's ice here, but it's so warm. I'll bet there's water here too. The two decided to stay on the comet for a while. Riding the Trisco's comet, I can't spell the other word. The pair continued their search for Luma's mother. Chapter 4, The Dream. One night, the girl dreamed about her own mother. Where are you going? Where are you going? She asked. Her mother retreating back. Without turning, her mother replied, "Don't freak the series. I'm not going anywhere. I'm always watching over you, like the sun in the day and the moon in the night." A wave of sadness washed over the girl. What about when it rains, and I can't see the sun or the moon? Her mother thought for a moment before responding. Sorry about the phone. Come on. There we go. I will turn into a star in the clouds and wait for you tears to dry. When she awoke, the girl's face was damp with tears. You have star bits in your eyes, said Luma to the girl. Limping her face, the girl replied, "These are tears, not star bits. And, I'm crying because I'll never see my mother ever again." At this, Luma began to cry too. "Mama, oh mama, wah!" The pair traveled through the starry skies and thought they encountered many other comets. Not one of them held Luma's mother. Luma was despondent, or I can't spell it right. Now, Luma, the rain clouds won't go away if you keep crying. The girl said, give me Luma a squeeze. I'll give you a present if you stop. The girl closed her eyes and says gently, "I'll take care of you." With these words, she felt a small spark in her eyes. In her heart, sorry. Chapter 5, Home. The kitchen will go here, and the library will go over there, the girl said busily to herself. "Well, put the gate here." Ever since the girl took Luma under her care, she'd been bustling about at her ever feverish pace. It's a lot of work, but it's worth it to make a happy home. It turned out that starbits were not the only things buried in the ice. There were tools and unfortunately unlikely any they had ever seen, and the girl used them to build a home. Looking at the completed house, Luma remarked, Don't you think it's awfully big for just the two of us? With a library, bedroom, kitchen, fountain, and gate, it was certainly spacious, or it's okay, I can't spell it right, but still something seemed to be missing. "If only my father and brother and mother were here," the girl said, wistfully indeed. The house was too large for its two small residents. That night, clutching her favorite stuffed bunny so close to her heart, the girl fell asleep in the starship. Chapter 6, Friends. Then one day, while the girl sat sipping tea, a tiny apricot colored, I can't spell the other word right, colored planet appeared on the horizon. From the planet, another Luma of the same color emerged. Do you two know each other? The girl asked the two Lumas. Gleefully, despite the girl's excitement, they seemed uneasy. The two Lumas neither drew closer nor backed away from each other. Instead, they just stared in. Then one Luma broke the silence. My mama. At once, the archate, I guess what a word, right? Luma parried back, my mama, my mama. My mama, my mama. The two Lumas began to dance around the girl, frantically, and neither showed any signs of stopping. The girl was so charmed by this adorable scene that she could not help but laugh, and that when something very strange happened. Suddenly, more Lumas began to pop out from the Arcot, I can't spell it right, planet. They were different colors, but they are all shouting the same thing. My mama, my mama. The sight of all the shouting Lumas only made the girl laugh harder. What am I going to do with all these children? The Lumas just stared blankly as she doubted over laughing. Sorry. I guess we'll have to name each and every one of you. Tomorrow, once she had finished naming them all, she would begin moving all the Lumas into the new house. Chapter 7: The Telescope. After seeing their 100th comet, a suddenly thought popped it into the girl's head. I wonder if my home planet is still as blue as it was. That's when she remembered her father's telescope. Peeking into the telescope, a tiny blue dot floating into sight. It was smaller than a starbed. How strange, it's so far away, but it feels so close. She twists the knob of the telescope, and the blue dot grew until she could make it out a grassy hill dotted with flowers. It seems very familiar to her. Zooming even closer, a terrace on the hill came into view. I used to go stargazing there when I lived on my home planet. She remembered rubbing the sleep out of her eyes as she followed her father up that hill to look at the stars. She remembered how she and her brother would sled down that hill. She remembered having picnics with her mother on that hill on bright and windy days. And I want to go home. I want to go home right now. The girl burst into tears, and the Lumas did not know what to do. I want to go home. I want to go go back to my house. By the hill, I want to see my mother. The girl was shouting now, her face wet with tears. But I know she's not there. I knew all along that she was not out there in the sky, because she was sleeping under the tree on the hill. The girl cries echoed through the stars, and a rush fell over the area. Chapter 8: The Wish. Not usually quite cheering, one day the girl became sad again. Luma drew close and tried to comfort her. Mama, you still have me. And don't be sad about your mama, because she's a part of you. That means she'll always close by. It's like me, I love star bits because they remind me of my mama. No, the girl says, unable to stop the tears. A lonely look flickered across Luma's face, but it was soon replaced by a winning grin. I have an idea. I will transform into a comet, a soaring comet that can carry you all on this journey. With that, Luma, trailing bands of white, soared high into the sky, and just as quickly started to plummet back down. Kaboom, kablam! The ground shook, and a bright light poured out of the crater that the Luma had created. The bands of light twisted together to form a comet tail. And then Luma emerged, reborn as a comet. The girl could scarcely, I can't spell it right, believe her eyes. But how? She kept asking. Our destiny as Luma is to transform into different things, said a red Luma. How suddenly appeared stars, comets, planets. We can become all of these things. When I grow up, I want to become a star. And that makes someone special. Smile, said a green Luma. A blue Luma chimed in that Luma turned into a real cutie of a comet. Did he? All of the Lumas together said, "No more crying, Mama." "Thank you all. Thank you," said the girl in a whispering, and she pulled the Lumas close and hugged them. From that day on, Starbits no longer fell from the girl's eye. The comet sent forth for the girl's home planet, its long tail blazing proudly behind it. Final chapter, Family. With its many Lumas, the telescope and the comet was quite a sight to behold. the girl and the Lumas were proud to call it home. At a welcoming party for a new Luma, the girl gathered everyone in the kitchen and said in a louder voice than usual, "All right, everyone, let's make a cake. A cake sparkled with star bits. Then it will become a star cake." The Lumas excitedly began to gather the ingredients. As she watched the Lumas scurrying about, the girl smiled and thought to herself, "This is my family now, and I will stay with them until they are ready to leave the nest. And when they do leave, I'll see them off with a smile. Because that's what makes a mother happiest." That night, when the girl lay down to sleep, a soft light enveloped her and reminded her of the blue planet she once called home. But it would be nice to return home once every 100 years to nap in my favorite sleeping nook. Okay, that's all right. The comet carrying the Luma and the girl continues on its journey to this very day. With more family members in tow than can be counted, it's said that the comet visits the girl's home planet once every 100 years. Its proud white tail glittering in the sky. The end. That's all. My story is finished. Oh, I can explore. Oh, I can read a book. Okay, but I'm not gonna do that. Alright, so that was it. That was the story of Rosalina's. Anyways, that's gonna be all for today, so hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please like, comment, share, ring that bell, and please subscribe, and comment, and thumbs up, and peace out, you guys.